Mic test. How does it sound? How does everything sound? Does everything sound good? Yes. Is this an arm string? What does that mean?
People.
Rolodextra, thank you so much. For the sub, 4 months? Is that 4 wormy months? Hey, Indy. How you doing, Indy? Sub sound is deafening. I can try to... Hold on, I can mess with that. I'm quiet. Yeah, what is that? Hold on. Let me bump me. How does it sound now? Do I sound better now? Hello? Better now? Do I sound better now? Better. Sound like a worm. Is there any crinkling or popping? Sorry there's so much sound set up right now. I don't know what's going on. T-ball sub, thank you so much for the 50. Yes, loud. There's dinking. Well, that's... I know. Those are the little clinky clankers going off. Those are clinky clankers, Odd Dustin. Listen. If the clinky clankers become too much, please let me know. But I thought this would be kind of fun to have some clinky clankers for this stream. I kind of like the clinky clankers. I'm partial. Lo-fi static to your voice sometimes. Yeah. I'm not perfect. I am not perfect. It's either you hear me well and there's some static sometimes. Hold on, let's try this. Does this sound better? And then we're getting started. Not to be... I love a little clinky clank. Hey, there you go. There's a little lo-fi static. I moved away from the mic, but then you don't hear me as well. Are we not going to get to see you? You will. You will. Grubs. How you doing? Rodney. Cable half plugged in. That's a good point. I don't think so. Can bump this too. Let me see if that helps at all. Does this help at all? And then I can go down on this a little bit. Testing. Mic test. Does this test pretty good? Chocolate rain. Yes. Turn everything down except your mic. No. Well, but then you're not going to hear the beautiful music. I think this works. Can I get just a final sound test and then we're going? I wasn't prepared for a test. I know. I didn't study either. Testicles. Turn everything down 15. I don't think that... Sounds good. Space Honey. How you doing? It's a little lo-fi, but we'll deal with it. That shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. But sometimes it is. I apologize. I'll have to figure that out another time. But we're going to get started. We'll see how close I am. Where's Ongoing Muffin? What the hell's going on? Rodney's here, but Ongoing Muffin is not. I'm nervous. I'm scared. What's going on? Royals Master, thank you for the 100 bits. Ongoy is dumb and sleepy baby. No!
Hey, somebody's calling in.
Call from?
Ongoing Muffin.
Ah, it's Ongoing Muffin.
I'm not a dumb baby.
I never said you were a dumb baby.
You just said it like a minute ago.
I didn't say it. Moneyworms said it.
Why would you say that?
I didn't say it. Moneyworms said it.
I just wanted to spread love and joy to our chat.
He's not a dumb baby. And tonight, Ongoing Muffin, we're diving into Moneyworms' subconscious.
We're diving into sadness, madness,
I'm a
and the
doctor
gloom and
now.
doom.
I got my PhD in a bunch of books.
Oh, so you're a psychiatrist?
Yeah.
This reminds me of the game Omori.
Yeah, and how does that make you feel?
Melancholic.
Do I sense sadness in you?
Yeah. It was a really sad game.
All right. Do you want to explore your sad mind?
There's no number 4. Everyone's complaining there's no number 4.
Ongoing Muffin. There doesn't always have to be a number 4.
Yeah, number 4 is like death in Chinese and Japanese culture. The
And
unlucky numbers.
And that's what I love about you. And that's why it's not in there.
That's good. I've been trying to confront death and not confront death lately, I guess.
Do I sense sadness in you? Do you want to take the sadness path?
Yeah, no. I don't know. There's happiness, anger, fear, sadness. I don't know. I don't want to. Oof. Okay. Let's go sadness. Let's go sad.
Ongoing Muffin. Open your mind tonight. I'm a doctor.
I'm just I'm sad I couldn't meet people. Sad of
All right.
mistakes I made, I guess.
It sounds like you want to explore your sadness with Moneyworms.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
look
just
deep
sadness.
inside
I like,
your mind.
even though I like the color green, yellow, and blue. I mean, green, yellow, and red. Experienced a lot of blue in my life. So let's just get it over with, you know. Let's get this over with.
Sadness.
There's a lot of clinky clanking tonight.
What do you think
just
of the
like
clinky clanking? It is to remind you of your own reality.
Sometimes reality is just too much.
Naomio, thank you for the bits. It is. But if we don't listen to the clinky clanks of our own reality, you may get lost in your own brainstem, and you'll never come out.
You know, it's like all of last year, I've been just living in one single room and just like had no interaction with other people. And like I could, even though I lived in Clearwater, I never like explored it. Like I didn't know what my limits were, and I just didn't leave.
You have chosen sadness. Let me be sad with you. I too feel isolation, Ongoing Muffin.
You know, it was I wanted to connect with you guys, like other people. It's just like, I felt like I couldn't live up to them. I was lost in I didn't know what I was doing. I lost opportunities. And like, the show was the only thing that got me going, like throughout the entire year. The only thing I got to look forward to.
Me too.
On a week-to-week basis.
Me too. Me too, Ongoing Muffin. I look forward to every stream that I do and hanging out with you.
You know, when I call in, I get to reflect on I gotta talk with people and like reflect on what I get to say and what I like don't get to say. No, I.
It's good to
Yeah.
be reflective. And the whole point of this is that I am sad with you because I also
Have you ever,
experience sadness. We are sad together. We are
have you ever
diving
lost
in
something?
to our own subconsciouses tonight.
Have you ever lost an opportunity before?
Absolutely. I've lost multiple opportunities.
There's like the reason why like I have a physical loss myself. I lost my wisdom tooth on a plane. I was gonna make
Recently?
a teeth necklace out of it, and I couldn't, and I lost it. I couldn't find my teeth, um, and then I just keep more and more lost when people passed away last year, and I couldn't spend that time anymore with them. I'm glad that I got to spend it with you, Moneyworms, and Just Little Pigeon and Tim, and everyone here in chat. But now we've lost a lot of opportunities. I can't meet you guys in person, or I was like the most free, and now I don't feel free at all. I feel fucked up. I'm in the gloomy doom.
I have the gloomy dooms too. And I know what you mean by both personal loss, physical loss, the loss to keep in contact with people, the loss of seeing people face to face. But you and I, right now, are making the best of it together.
Yeah. They really say that misery loves company, and you've been good company, and I've just been trying to repay that back to you. I was trying to be a good mod and a good friend.
You're a fantastic mod. And misery does enjoy its own company. And that's why you and I together are exploring our sadness right now. But sadness is a part of life. And it's what you do with the sadness that makes it unique to you. This stream is a place for us to be sad together.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah. It's nice to say that. But I don't get to say the right words to the right amount of people. You know, I always come back. I always have to come back when it's too late. But now,
It's never too late. You have to keep looking forward, Ongoing Muffin. You cannot change the past. And the past can make you sad. But you can change your future. And together, right now, we are changing our future, Ongoing Muffin.
I can't be here all the time. No, I'm sorry if I bring everyone down.
You don't bring me down, Ongoing Muffin. And you're not bringing anyone else here down. No, sir.
It's just.
Get rid of that. Get rid of that inner mucus.
It's a bottling up of emotions is not good.
But it's good to let your emotions out. We can't
Yeah.
bottle up our emotions, Ongoing Muffin. We're not
I
here
feel like
long enough to bottle our emotions forever. We
you
have
know
to.
that one police. You know that one police song, "Message in a Bottle," right?
It's a fantastic song. I play that song when I'm sad.
I wish sometimes I feel like when I reach out to strangers on the internet, I feel like I'm throwing my emotions in a bottle and then giving it to them. Hopefully that You understand it.
And anyone who is worth it will understand for you. Sometimes in life,
Yeah.
the people... Hey, Roy, thanks for getting sleepy with us. Sometimes in life, the people that let us down the most are the people that we love the most. And we never
Well, what
thought
if-
that some of these people could inflict so much sadness on us. But that's not the point. The point is to keep moving forward. And sometimes you have to do that without certain people. That's why I'm sad. I lost a lot of friends and close people to me in this last year. But you know what?
It just showed that you cared about them, and they'll always be a part of that time that you were with them.
Exactly. And it makes you who you are. It's made me who I am. And although I may never get those people back, and it does make me sad, I still remember that you are a product of all the people that you meet.
I'm glad I met you, Moneyworms.
I'm glad I met you too,
Everyone
Roy
here.
Muffin. Do you
been,
feel that you and I have explored our sadness together, deep within the confines of our own subconscious? Do you feel satisfied?
Can be honest with you, I'm a very I don't feel like I'm never content, but I'm glad I have at least enough with you. You know.
Of course. And here's to many more weekends and Thursday nights, Ungoy Muffin.
Cheers, man. Sweet dreams and dream big. I love you,
Sweet
bro.
dreams. And listen to those clinky clankers. They will bring you
Yeah,
out
it's
of your
like-
own subconscious and back into reality.
It's like the timing of the bell rings for another day.
It does. Thank you for wallowing in your sadness with me.
Thanks, Moneyworms.
All right, we gotta pull you out, Ungoy.
Pull out. Thank you for pulling me out of the gloomy doom. Like that rat.
I hope you found something tonight deep inside your own subconscious.
Thank you.
Rad
Thank you,
call.
everybody.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams. Dream
Dream big. Wow. Yeah, I never know what's gonna happen. You never know what you're gonna be met with. But when you dive in your own subconscious, with Moneyworms, hopefully you can resolve some things. Now, thank you for the bits.
Call from
Sierra.
Hi, Sierra. How's it going?
It's going pretty good, Mr. Worm.
Ah, this is Dr. Dead Red.
All right.
Now,
How are you today?
I'm doing good. I'm just taking
good.
patience. Please take a seat over there, and let's
I
dive
will.
deep inside your subconscious.
All right. I'm sitting here. I'm thinking deep right now, worms or rat. Sorry.
Now you have a bond with the worm boy. He's sedated right next to you, and you're both gonna dive into each other's subconscious and reflect on a certain key emotion that you want to choose to talk about and explore.
How? I don't know. This
Hey,
is a
Milwaukee
tough
guy.
one. A lot of emotions going on.
There are a lot of emotions, but you
Oh,
can get
yeah.
carried away. Really dial in
Yeah.
on one emotion that you're feeling.
I honestly, if I'm gonna be real with you, I'm feeling fear right now.
Let's explore the quarrelsome emotion of fear. And I hope you find some resolution. As you take this
Thanks.
journey, listen to the clinky clankers and remember them. For if you don't listen to them, you could get lost in your mind forever.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. I wish you luck as you explore this emotion of fear with Worm
Thanks.
Boy.
with the worm boy.
Fear. Fear is green. Fear is something we all deal with at a certain point. I am fearful tonight as well. Why are you feeling fear, Sierra?
Well, I just put my 2 weeks in at my job, and it's just kind of scary to move on at a different point in your life,
Why are you moving on?
I I need more money, but it's but it's just kind of scary because you get so used to one thing, and then when you have to move on to another, it's the unpredictable, like that you don't know what's going to happen when you join this new place,
The fear of a new adventure.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
sorry.
No, go ahead.
It's like a fear mixed with excitement because I kind of like the idea of not knowing what's going to happen, but also it's still nerve-wracking.
Agreed. And it is normal to feel fear. I, too, am feeling in a similar way with my job. And it's tough to think about starting something new or foregoing a steady income. But we don't have forever. We don't have forever for you to wait to be happy, for you to wait to find something that you like doing. So don't be afraid to get closer and closer to that thing that you enjoy every day.
Yeah, that's the dream. I would really like to, I know it's kind of off topic, but if I were to choose my dream job, it would definitely be having my own plant shop. I think that would be pretty cool.
I think that would be fantastic. What kind of plants would you have?
I already have like over 70 plants at my house. I would just be needing to open up a shop, but mostly my favorite are prayer plants or calatheas and begonias.
Begonias.
Yeah. Pretty funny name.
Do you have any carnivorous plants?
I used to have some Venus flytraps that I got from Walmart, but don't buy Venus flytraps from Walmart because they die instantly.
They do. They die so quickly. I used to feed my Venus flytrap little bits of bologna.
Oh, okay. Did it like it?
I think they did, but I think that the mush of fake meats and unknown pieces of material were too much for them. Or I bought them from Walmart and they just weren't very hardy.
Exactly. Yep. I get that.
Well, I want to dive into this fear together. I feel the same thing as you when I feel fearful. And it is those things where we think of those dreams. How far off are you from owning a place where you can have plants and have people come and buy your plants?
Pretty far. I'm only 19 and I have no business experience, so it's more like I imagine myself being an old lady doing this.
Well, we're going to need people like you in the future that just want to have a bunch of plants. Because
Exactly.
I'm afraid every day that we're losing more and more ecosystem. That's a fear I have.
Oh, yeah, definitely, for sure. It's kind of scary watching the world go around you because it's like you get so much information and you just don't know what to do with it anymore,
Exactly. We suffer from information overload, and that is a scary thing.
It's just like there's so much going on, and just knowing that you can't help a lot of it just kind of bums you out,
It does bum you out, but at the same time, and I can speak from being a bit older than you. First of all, 19 is a great time to be. Someone once told me it gets harder and harder every year of your life. Hey, Rai, thank you. I appreciate you. Every year to do what you really want to do. So the fact that you're having this, I'm switching jobs and finding a new experience right now is a good thing. Because when you're young, you can make mistakes and they don't resonate as long.
Thank you. That means a lot. I really appreciate that.
Do you want to know what I was doing when I was 19?
What were you doing, Mr. Worm?
I was probably hungover, thrown up in a toilet bowl. So you're doing much better. And look at me now.
I know, you're living the dream, honestly.
Well, fear is normal. And I too fear a job change and a change in careers and a change in new experiences. It's normal to feel fear, and I'm glad that you explored your fear with me and talked about a fear on the internet in front of a bunch of people. I hope that this is cathartic for you.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's nice. I've never gotten to talk to you before, so it feels really good.
Good, and I haven't gotten to talk to you, but I like your energy. It's okay to be fearful, but here's the thing.
Thank you.
Fear will get easier. And you're doing the right thing. And I hope you have a bunch of plants someday.
Oh, I will. Thank you.
All right, I'm pulling you back out. Did you get to explore your fear tonight?
Oh yeah, definitely. It was very nice.
Ah, good. I'm glad. Well, thank you so much for coming in and exploring your fears. This has been a very rad call, Sierra.
Aw, thank you. I appreciate it.
Rad call.
You're a rad dude, so.
Ah, thank you. I'm not afraid of anything. Oh, wow. Look at Moneyworms is showing some toes.
Call from
Surprise, surprise.
It's Grandma.
Hello there, Rat.
Hi, how's it going, Grandma? What brings you in today? I'm a doctor.
You're a doctor. Well, this is great news for me.
Tonight?
I was wondering,
Yeah.
you know much about gallbladders?
I don't know about gallbladders, but I do know about my own bladder. I know it's full, and I've got to take a wicked piss.
Well, you should piss in Worm's back corner of his room, because, you see, when I used to babysit him, he would say, Grandma, I have to go pee, and then I would say, okay, well, we'll go there, boy, and I caught him once. He was peeing in my kitchen, in the corner in my kitchen.
Yeah, he's a kitchen peer. That's what he does. He likes to go behind the pots and pans, and he blames it on the metallic smell.
Well, I wonder what that. Do you have any ideas what that could be?
I don't know, but we're going to do some psychoanalysis tonight. Is there a key emotion that you're feeling that you see on the screen that you can explore with Moneyworms together to understand your subconscious?
Let's go with the red one.
Let's go for the red one. That sounds good. All right. Close your eyes and think again. Listen to those dinks, those clinky clankers. Make sure that you listen to them so you don't fall too far into your own mind hole.
All right. All right.
Grandma.
Hello there, Worm. How are you?
My
You're
blood's
off the
boiling.
sauce, I hope. Jeez,
My
what
blood
was up with you?
is boiling, Grandma.
Why is your butt boiling?
I'm angry.
Again with me. What's your problem?
I'm
Let's
not
talk about
angry
it.
at you, Grandma. I'm angry with you.
Well, but then that's not what it seemed like last time. I gotta say, you took me back. I almost had to. You see, I went to bed and I slept on it. And, you're lucky. You're lucky I woke up on the right side here, because I really was in shock here. You, the dog food? How dare you? Anyways, why are you angry?
I'm angry. I'm angry at a lot of things. But I want to hear why were you angry at me? And did sleeping on it help?
I wasn't angry. I was confused, to be honest here. I see, as an old person, there's already so much to be confused about here. But yeah, I was taken aback. I really was speechless. So how do you do this psychoanalysis?
We're doing it right now, Grandma. I'm going to ask you, because I'm pissed. What?
You are?
What makes your blood boil more than anything else, Grandma? Besides me.
Well, you don't make my blood boil. What makes my blood boil is the people who say they're your friends, but then aren't your friends. You see, they'll say, "Hey, we should hang out sometime. Give me a call." And so you give them a call, and then they don't answer their phone. And then you see them again 3 years later, and they're like, "Hey, we should still get together." And then all of a sudden the same thing. And so you see, I had to get rid of Paczynski because of such a scenario. You remember Paczynski?
I do remember Paczynski. He makes me angry.
Yes, me too.
What do you do when you're angry? Do you take it out on them? Do you internalize it? Do you sit down and you write their name down and then you cross it off a list and throw darts at it? What do you do?
I smoke sativa. Sativa cannabis.
Cannabis. Weed.
Yes. Mary Joanna.
Must be nice up there,
It's great.
Grandma, to have weed and not get in trouble for it. That makes me angry.
Well, you should come for a sleepover, and we'll go to the store. I'll pick you 3 of my favorite kinds, and we'll have a great night. I can guarantee you that.
Smoking weed with your grandma. That makes me not angry at all. That makes me
Sounds like a good.
less angry.
Well, that's good. That's good. So you're coming?
Oh, I'm
I'll
coming,
send you a plane
Grandma.
ticket.
And
I'll
I'm
send you
so-
the plane ticket.
You know what? You know what really boils my blood sometimes?
What?
The fact that people in an airplane, you deplane from the front backwards, and people in the back of the plane stand up and try to go in the aisle, and you know
Oh, yes.
that you just got to
That
wait your
is-
turn. There's only one exit.
Yes, those are pricks. Can you say prick?
Of course. I only say
Well-
say it again. I'm angry. I'm
Prick.
pissed.
A prick. Those are pricks that stand up in the bus or the train or the airplanes.
Those pricks.
it's-
They stand
yes.
straight up. They stand straight up. And you know that they've been on a
Did you
plane
know?
before. They have been on a plane
Did-
before. And they know damn well that you just wait your
Well,
turn. And it's just
That's
10
right.
minutes. Grandma.
That's right. That's right.
You know what
So
else?
that's good. That's good. That's good. I'm
It
mad
is
right
good.
now.
It feels good to let it out, Grandma. Sometimes I just want to yell in the fuselage, but you cannot because you're not supposed to yell on a plane because that's considered not
right.
cool.
I dare you. I'm going to send you the ticket. When you get here, I want you to just make sure I'll get you a seat in the back,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're going to start screaming.
Yeah.
Okay?
I always get the seat right next to The bathroom. It's 2 hours. And somebody also always has to take a big giant dump. A huge dump. A big stinky heater. Always.
A big Cleveland steamer.
A big Cleveland... Right. And it doesn't suck it down fast enough. It shoots it out the plane. And it rains all over the Atlantic.
Could you imagine those shit particles are floating around you when you're in that back seat?
Boils my blood, Grandma. You know what else boils my blood, Grandma?
No, what?
People.
Your cousin. Remember
Yes.
that time? He literally took an ounce of your blood and he boiled it.
He did.
Because we're in my kitchen and you're like, let's make some homemade blood sausage. And it got out of hand, I gotta say.
And we all ate it. We all ate it in a weird ritual. And we all got stronger from it. And some of us got a little sick, but we're related, so it was okay.
That's right. That's right. We're family. You remember that now?
I do remember that. And I
Okay,
remember
good.
when our cousin doesn't put the shopping cart back after he shops at Lidl.
People.
What is that?
Hey, Intrinsic, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you.
Oh. Yes, thanks for subbing to my grandson. I mean, we appreciate it.
Is it hard? Is it really hard for people to put the
Put the
Cart-
shit
shopping
in the
cart?
toilet. Jeez.
put the
It's
shopping
simple.
cart back? It's not hard, Grandma. You can do it. I've seen you.
That's
And
right.
you
I
have
do
brittle
do it.
bones. You've got bird bones.
I do. Close to the osteoporosis level.
And there are people out here that can't put the shopping cart back, even though they passed it on the way to their car.
It's true. It's true. They
Screw
got
those
problems.
people. Agreed, honey. Everyone in chat, I just want to take a real quick poll. Are those dinks bothering anybody? Because if they are, I'm going to get real angry and we can turn them off. I just want to make sure. We've got some dissenting. We have some people not agreeing in chat, and that's what I love about this, because I'm angry. Grandma, is there anything else that angers you that you can blow off steam with me and just yell it into the atmosphere?
Let me think about it here. Oh, yes. Phobes. You ever hear of a phobe?
A phobe.
Yes. Those are like transphobes, homophobes, xenophobes, David Schwimmer phobes.
Wiener Ted, thank you. Clinky clankers are making me feel centered. Good. It is supposed to be centering. Agreed. Why do people hate on other people? Just let people be happy.
Yes, I hate those people.
That's the only kind of phobe I talk. I don't like those people who don't like. The people are just trying to live their lives. Grandma.
Just let us live our lives, for goodness gracious sake. What else? Jeans that don't fit anymore, or you know what really would annoy you? I could tell you this right now, and the girls in the chat, they're gonna agree. You know what we all hate? Fake pockets in our jeans. There's nothing worse. Let me tell you. Could you imagine you go to put your hand in your pocket because you want to be casual and you just want to kind of look cool like the adverts, and you stick your finger about a centimeter into it, and then you wonder what is this? And it's a fake pockets. So that boils my blood. I gotta tell you, fake pockets.
I hate fake pockets too. They should make them real. Why do they make them fake? It feels like a waste of material.
Well, you see, they are being cheap here. because it is a fake pocket. So the inside, there's no inside liner, so they save on the liner materials.
They save on the liner. People cutting corners. I hate when people cut corners, unless it's in a smart way. Grandma, thank you for getting angry with me tonight. Thank you for exploring our subconscious of anger. And you know what? I'm not angry at you anymore.
No, let me go one more. You know what I hate? I hate it when you segue me out of your show. That's my final hatred here. When you cut me off here, because I see where this is going here. You're wrapping me up here, and you're shipping me out. I hope you don't hate me.
I don't hate you, Grandma. I love you, Grandma. But here's the thing,
I love
Grandma.
you too.
There's some things in life that can't be explained unless you dance it out. And here's the thing. That's what I love about you, Grandma. I feel it now. Can you hear the clinky clankers? They're taking us out now. Thank you, Grandma, for getting angry.
I love
with
you.
me. I love you too.
Dream good dreams.
Ah, did your anger get resolved tonight, Grandma?
Not at all. Not at all, Rat.
Wow. I did a good job.
Actually, I'm more angry now. I'm more angry now because my grandson is pretty much hanging up on me.
Yeah,
And that hurts my feelings,
it
there, Rat.
happens. We can't all talk forever. And that's good, because let the anger flow through you, Grandma. It makes you stronger. It's going to give you strong bones. Thank you so much for getting psychoanalyzed tonight, Grandma.
All right, I love you, Rat. Goodbye.
Red call. I get it. When I get angry, I like to suck on keys. I'd suck on a good guy. I'd suck on a key. I take a nice, I'd suck on a nice rusted key.
Call from
Dustin.
Dustin. The oddest of the
Dr.
Dustins.
Rat.
I'm
Good
a little
evening.
freak.
Dat Rat, I had a question about your doctor status. Where did you get your degree?
I did a crash course at MIT for psychoanalysis.
MIT has psychoanalysis courses?
They reached out to me on LinkedIn.
Huh. Oh, it's a LinkedIn over the internet MIT crash course in psychoanalysis.
Yeah, it's the same degree as if you go there in Boston.
Huh. That's pretty dope.
It's not bad. And you get a meal plan.
A meal plan? Do they send it to your house or your trash can?
No, I just go behind you. Yeah, they throw things out and I eat it. It's not a meal plan, it's just a trash can.
It's a trash plan.
It's a trash
Oh, I
plan.
mean, any plan works as long as you're getting fed, that Rat.
I'm getting fed, and I'm trying to feed your mind tonight.
My mind needs food too.
And
Food
your
for thought.
You need brain food. And tonight,
That's right.
we're going to dive into the depths of your mind hole. And you're going to experience some subconscious surfacing that you might not be ready for. Are you ready for it?
It's a shallow pool. I don't know if we can dive in. We might want to wade in.
Let's wade in. That sounds good. Is there a specific emotion that you're feeling overly attached to tonight?
Hell yeah. I'm feeling super happy. I'm super happy this weekend.
It's
been a great weekend.
Happy. Well, think happy thoughts. Yeah. And again, listen to those clinky clankers. You don't want to fall into your mind hole and fall into your own ass where you'll never come out.
Yeah, I don't want to fall into my own ass. Thanks, Dara. Good advice.
Listen to the clinky clankers. Don't fall in your ass. All right, take some deep breaths as we explore the happy corners of your mind.
Dustin!
explore. Hey, bro. What's up, Moneyworms?
I'm feeling extra happy and I'm feeling juiced up. I'm feeling good. What are you happy about?
Dude, I don't know if you saw but on Discord, but I went and saw Kiss on Friday, and it was freaking amazing. They're one of my favorite bands from when I was a kid.
I did.
And it was awesome.
I saw it. And I have to ask, does Gene Simmons still have an obscenely long tongue?
Oh yeah. He was licking his bass strings and flicking spit and blood off of it, and then blowing fire and flicking it all over. It was awesome.
His own blood and spit or someone else's?
Well, there's this whole, right before God of Thunder, he does this whole weird thing with the bass, and he's got a mouthful of blood. You can kind of tell. He's got a mouthful of blood because he's the God of Thunder. Yes. And then it just starts dribbling out of his mouth, and then he's spraying it everywhere and spitting it out, and then he's flicking his tongue with blood all over it. It was pretty awesome.
I've never seen... Is that your first time seeing Kiss in concert?
Yes, and actually Kiss was the very first band I ever bought my own album for. My parents took me to a place called Tower Records that doesn't exist anymore.
I've heard.
And they said you can buy 2 albums, and so I bought Kiss Alive 2, and because there was a guy with blood all over his face on the back of Gene Simmons, and I bought AC/DC Dirty Deeds. Those are my first 2 albums.
Done dirt cheap.
Yes. So going to see Kiss was like one of my little 6-year-old child self was crying on the inside, and my adult self was crying on the outside when they came down from the top of the rafters. Everything's on fire, and there's explosions and fireworks are going off. I was just like, oh my God, I'm doing this. It was so great.
It's euphoric. It makes you happy. Is it the explosions that make you happy? Or is it the fact that you've been waiting to see them for so long that finally you can check that off your list?
Yeah, it was all that, it was all that. And it was funny because I couldn't get anybody to go with me because of the pandemic.
True.
I bought these tickets in 2019.
Wow.
Before the pandemic, and so I was like, oh, cool, I'm going to see this concert in 2020, and then 2020 was a complete shit show, and they pushed the concert, and I was like, oh, no. They might die before I get to see Kiss.
I was just about to say,
and then
Gene Simmons is getting older, and obviously he's still performing at peak Gene Simmons, but...
Oh, yeah.
That would be kind of... You're like,
I was a little worried, but... So they reschedule, and then Carnival's like, I don't like Kiss, and it's a pandemic, and I don't want to be around all these unwashed masses. And so then I call my brother-in-law. I'm like, dude, Kiss. And he's like, I can't because the next day is my birthday. And then I call my little nephew. Nope, I can't. I already took a day off. Oh. So then I talked to my sister-in-law, and she's like, hell yeah, Kiss. So at least I got to go with somebody.
And that's something you'll never forget. The fact that you went with your sister-in-law.
Yeah.
And now she owes you.
She won't forget it either.
Your in-laws owe you now. And that should make you happy.
Yeah. It was just so good. It was just so good. It was that, though. It was like, because it actually happened, because I was a little worried. And then also because I'd always wanted to see them. And because of heavy metal. And because of blood and fire and explosions, all that. It's a culmination of, all the things that are good with the world.
And Space, thank you so much for the 300 bits. I appreciate you. I'm happy. That makes me happy. Concerts make me happy. And it's not because of the things that you eat before the concert. But I genuinely enjoy concerts, and they make me happy. And that was something I think that this was tough during all of this, is that concerts are getting hard to go to because you're right. It's hard to find people, and it's hard to be in public sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But
the last concert I went to, which was 2 weeks ago, they made you show your Vax card. You couldn't get in unless you had a Vax card.
Wow.
When was the last concert that you went to, Moneyworms? Do you remember?
I was supposed to go see a couple of people. Yeah, let me think. What was my... Oh, I saw a band called The Midnight in Athens, Georgia. They do, like, retro wave. And they were amazing. But
cool.
it also has... I went with someone who I miss. And I don't talk to them anymore. But it still makes me happy listening to that music.
Well, it might make you happy to reach out to that person that you miss and let them know, I miss you.
I don't think so. Sometimes
No.
you gotta build your own empires in life. Rome wasn't built in a day. But sometimes you have to tell the Romans, I don't think we can share a bathhouse anymore.
I don't know. People say that all the time, that Rome wasn't built in a day, but I think Rome is a pretty bloody example of how to succeed in life. I don't know.
It is.
I don't trust those Romans.
Our calls are always very gladiator-focused and Roman-focused.
Yeah, we tend to go there.
We're always going Maximus Decimus Meridius on it, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
This was a happy call, though. And I'm glad that you got to experience Kiss.
Yeah, me too. It was awesome. And I hope that everyone gets to experience some kind of concert soon. I mean, I would really like everyone to have a happy rest of their Sunday, and then also take that happiness into the rest of this week.
Yes.
There's no need to be down. We can all just enjoy the week and remember this and I watched the VOD of the Yes and No, and it was enough to carry me through the week, I'll tell you that.
I am happy. This makes me happy. Doing this, being on screen, doing this, being in my subconscious and talking to people that I've never met in person. But here's the thing. We have a relationship that transcends our own subconscious. We have a relationship that is happy and fruitful. And carry that happiness into the next week, everyone. As you wake up tomorrow, whether you're going to a job, whether you're going to the grocery store, whether you're going to clip your own toenails, stay happy, stay humble, and make sure to listen to some Kiss.
Yeah. And hail Satan.
And I hear the Clinky Clankers were getting pulled out.
Oh, no.
Dustin, did you get to experience some happiness?
Of course. My heart is full and my chakras are exploding.
Jim, I gotta go take care of that myself after this.
You got to clear some chakras? Make sure and use a bidet afterwards.
I gotta spill a little chakra. Cheap endorphins.
Do you have a bidet that's small enough for your hiney hole?
I got a wide cloaca, so I gotta have a normal sized bidet.
Oh, okay.
It's canon.
Good information to know. It's canon, yep.
It's good information to know. Oh, Dustin, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed diving into your subconscious and feeling the euphoria.
I'll be feeling euphoria for the rest of the night. Thanks.
Thanks for sticking around. Rad call, Hot Dustin. Thank you. Hi, Pages Senpai. How you doing? Cap Blubber. Where's one? It's Ken. It's Lore. Flopster. I've got a cloaca. Let's stop talking. How is everyone enjoying the Clinky Clankers?
Call from
Rodney.
Rodney.
I just realized the Clinky Clankers are... The tone is tied to the number.
They are. They go up. But there's no number 4. What's going on?
I don't know, man. Life's crazy. There doesn't need to be a number 4.
That's true. You're wise beyond your words. Sometimes we're constantly looking for a number 4. And the 4 will never come. And we spend all our lives looking for the number 4 when all along the number 3 and the number 5 sounded better anyways.
You think so?
I know so. I've been huffing paint.
You must know a lot.
I huff a good bear paint, and then I see things. Much like we're going to dive into your own subconscious, and you're going to see things and experience them with Moneyworms.
Do red paint and blue paint smell different?
I tried to huff both of them, but I only got to the red before I started to see the face of God.
What did it look like?
It looked like an old shoe.
Old shoe? You sure you didn't just collapse?
I might have collapsed.
I mean, whatever is divine to you, that red.
That's what I love about you. Whatever's divine to you. Is there any emotion you're seeing on screen right now that seems extra divine that you'd like to power into that mind hole?
I'm happy today. Today's a happy day. It's a good Sunday.
All right. Keep on holding on to those thoughts. And listen to the clinky clankers that you're going to hear so you don't fall into your own ass.
That's good advice.
All right. I'm going to count backwards now. From 3, 2, 1.
No 4?
4.
I'm happy if you're happy.
Whoa, it's the worm.
The worm, the happy worm today. Why are you so happy today?
I was hanging with the boys. It was a good day.
Chilling with the boys. What do you do with the boys that makes you so happy?
Well, I woke up, right? There was 4 of us in the king size bed. It was pretty tight.
Mm-hmm.
And they made me breakfast because they're sweet like that.
Nice. You have good friends. I long for the moment where I can wake up and someone says, "Hey, there's some eggs ready for you."
I mean, we can make them together.
We can make eggs over the internet. Let's all make eggs over the internet together. Everybody, right now, let's all make an egg. And we'll make it together. And we'll set a Guinness Book of World Record for most people making eggs over the internet together.
Too sleepy to make an egg right now, man.
I boiled eggs today, and that made me happy. Because tomorrow, I'll want boiled eggs. And I'll have
How long
them.
do you boil your eggs?
Good question. I fill...
Until you say they're ready?
No. I fill a pan. I'm so happy.
You boil eggs in a pan?
I fill a big pot.
Oh, okay.
I put a single layer of eggs down. If you multiply the if you have double layers, it will not work. And I boil eggs that have been covered with half an inch to an inch of water. I boil them, and as soon as they begin to boil, I wait 9 minutes. No more, no less. And I put those eggs into an ice bath. And they make the perfect eggs. And I like to use eggs that are about 5 days from expiring because they're easier to peel. Rodney.
Wow, you got this down to a science.
It is egg science.
You remember those videos of the people cracking one side of the egg and then the other side, and they blow like the shell out? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, and that's also how you make Pasanki eggs, which is a art style in Eastern Europe.
Pastanky eggs. Piss-stanky eggs. Nasty, bro.
Stinky eggs.
Stinky eggs.
Now, you can't be happy all the time, but when you are happy, what are some things that bring you happiness besides chilling with the boys?
Money. Temporarily.
Agreed. There is temporary happiness, but that is still happiness. And you owe it to yourself to have temporary happiness too. That doesn't make it any less happiness for you.
I don't think any happiness is permanent, because any good thing you get, you can just start to take for granted.
Agreed. As I do this Oompa Loompa dance, I think and reflect back to the things that used to make me happy, and I say some of those things don't make me happy anymore. But now, there are certain things that make me happy that didn't make me happy in the past, that I took for granted. And now, when I get to do them, I'm very happy, Rodney.
I like to go have a connection with nature.
Huh. Tell me more about that.
I like to go touch the grass and look at the stars and lay in the rain.
Lay in the rain. It is sometimes nice to get rained on.
Yeah, it gives you... It's like the world spitting in your face. It's humbling.
And someday, that rain might be too toxic for us to enjoy. So enjoy it now while you can.
I feel terrified that, we're going to be the last generation that, knows the world for what it is now. I mean, because we're just going to keep exponentially making more babies until, like, eugenics. There's going to be more and more concrete. And I think we have a unique experience. We're the last of the real humans.
We all have a unique human experience together. And here's what I will say. I think that every generation has their people who feel that the world is ending, but sometimes it's just that we're understanding what's important to us. We won't be here forever, Rodney. It's what we do with the time that we do have.
I've accepted mortality. It makes me happy.
Accept your mortality. It will bring you happiness. Because you'll start understanding that what we do while we are alive is what truly matters to us. And it can help you break the monotony of things that you don't like doing.
I feel like I've wasted a lot of my life, though. Just like going from internet video to internet video.
But if it makes you happy and it entertains you, is that wasteful?
I mean, I haven't gained lasting experience. Unless it's like a Vsauce video, that slaps.
They do slap. Hi, Vsauce here. Here to slap you.
This is happy, by the way. It's on the subject of happiness. I wouldn't call this sad.
It's a reflection of what truly makes you happy, because that's what we need to find more of. Find what makes you happy, do more of that. You will be sad, you will be angry, and you will be fearful at some point in your life. But learn to embrace your happiness. And you will have a happy life.
I think people should learn other ways of being happy, other than just like capitalism. I feel like we're taught from a young age that, money is very important, but I don't know if it's that important.
You can't take it with you. You can build a monument. You can't take that with you either. And they say that the true people who are rich in life are rich in spirit.
That's wise words.
My quads are looking great, Rodney, and that makes me happy.
You're always looking great, man.
Thank you.
Where'd you get that jacket?
That's a story for another time, Rodney, because it makes me sad.
Not this time. It makes you sad. Well, we can change scenes.
We can. That's something I have control over. Now, Rodney, what are you going to do with your newfound happiness for today to ensure that you carry that into tomorrow?
Nothing.
And that's perfectly fine.
I'll probably just go to sleep and then wake up.
Probably.
My throat hurts, man. Apart from that, it's been a great day.
Good. I'm glad that it's been a great day. I hope that your throat feels better. And I'm glad that we were able to explore our happiness together, Rodney.
I enjoy calling you.
I enjoy taking phone calls on the internet and looking like an idiot. Thank you, Rodney, for
Look
calling
like
in.
an idiot.
Well, hold
You
on.
dance like a professional.
Thank you. Do you hear those clinky clanks? I hope you didn't forget about those. You don't want to get stuck in your own mind hole.
Wow. I'll throw a clank in.
I hear the clanks. You're returning back to your state. Don't forget what we talked about, Rodney.
All right. Bye. 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 Bye.
Rodney, did you feel any happiness when you went down that road with Moneyworms?
Yeah, it tickled my heart.
He's ticklish. He's a tickle boy. He's a tickly worm. Don't tickle. Do not tickle the worm.
I already did.
I think you tickled his heartstrings, and he felt happiness. And that's what I love about Moneyworms.
Is there gonna be a Mrs. Worm? Do you know?
Maybe someday. And that's maybe what makes... That's a story for another day, Rodney.
I'm looking forward to it.
Rad call. Thank you for calling in. And thank you for getting your mind whole, Red.
My mind has been holed. Bye. Bye.
Rad call. Ah, look at you. Hey, how's it going, Fable? Soy almond milk. Lyle's medicated face. T-boss up. Fable. John O'Mate. How's it going, John O'Mate? John O'Mate, I liked your tweet there. Yeah, I got tweet. Probe the holes.
Call from Melbo, also known as Roll It Extra. To accept, press 1.
How should I address you?
I'll go by Melbo. Some people were surprised to find out that I'm Roll It Extra, so I figured I'd put it in.
Johnny Rainbow, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate you. Thank
Johnny
you, Johnny
Rainbow coming in clutch.
Johnny Rainbow, we're going to put that to Sharpies. We're going to put that straight to Sharpies.
Mm-hmm.
Melbo.
One big Sharpie. Yeah.
One big giant shark. The biggest Sharpie that 2,500 bits will buy. Thank you, Johnny Rainbow. I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. So. Oh, I need to update my insurance information.
Red Army Friction. Oh, yeah, I take all insurances. I take all of them. It's kind of like the honor system. I haven't been paid yet.
That rules. Okay, yeah, I can do it later then.
I don't have insurance.
Who needs insurance?
Exactly. When you're just diving into your own mind hole.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Is there a specific emotion that you are feeling called to at the moment?
Yes, it is fear.
Fear. Fear is fickle. Fear is green. Fear can lead the mind down a spiraling mind hole. Are you prepared to talk about your fears?
Yes.
I'm going to count backwards from 10 down to 1. And when I get to 1, you will be united with Moneyworms, and you will be able to talk through your fear together.
Okay.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1.
Fear. Fear is fickle. Fear is green. Fear can take the mind down roads you don't want it going to. But to truly understand fear is to embrace your fear and to meet it head on. Melbo, what are you fearful of?
Hold on, this got real for me for a second.
Take your time.
Okay. I'm afraid to be happy.
Why?
Because I have spent most of my time being not happy. And now that I am, I don't know how to handle it.
I feel that this is a natural feeling because you feel like it is either undeserved or you feel weird that you've finally arrived at this spot.
Sorry, I'm cracking open one.
Hey, liquid confidence. I would be cracking open one if I could with you right now, but I don't have one near me.
Oh, I thought it was because you were like intangible, but both works.
My consciousness isn't intangible. I am sitting down on a table, sedated right now, and our consciousnesses are linked.
That's very intimate.
This feels like an intimate call as well. Don't feel like you have to disclose anything you don't want to. But I do want to continue on with this. This fear that you have, is this new? Is this within the last year?
As a disclosure, I'm in real therapy, so like don't worry about it. I have an outlet. It's been over like the last, I want to say, 2.5 years.
Good, and I'm glad that you have a therapist. And I am not a therapist, but there is therapy in talking to others. So you said it's within the last few years.
Yeah. I think like kind of a fun way to put it is that due to some pretty righteous gene cocktails, I was more or less born with a self-destruct button in my brain and have spent a lot of time and energy and money figuring out how to not press it. And now that everything is stable and nice, I don't know how to process it.
I feel the measures that you're taking right now takes a lot of courage, and you're dealing with your fear the best way that you know how, and that's what's important.
Thank you.
I fear not being able to do the things that I want to do before it's too late. That's what I'm struggling with right now.
Something that I've learned is that the only time it's too late is when you beef it. There's always more time.
There's always more time. And it's never too late to start those things.
Yeah. It's just like there is no like immediate threat, I guess, or like looming doom that's coming down on me. And it's like, it's frustrating to feel fearful when things are great, and I know that's not a logical feeling to have. But brains are stupid, and I know mine was not wired correctly.
And as much as you tell yourself, this is an irrational fear, sometimes it gets the better of us. I feel like I've gotten better at realizing my irrational fears, but still, I have to be conscious. I have to be cognitive. And through cognitive behavioral therapy and thinking about very hard on certain things, that's when I feel like we're able to see when things are the most irrational. But it's hard to get to that point. And it's a weird feeling when everything's going right. We're almost expected to say, when does it go wrong? And it will go wrong, inevitably, at some point.
Yeah.
But it's the now and recognizing to embrace the happiness right now. I think that's what's important to a lot of us right now.
Yeah, I mean, I always try to think about how everyone's just kind of trying their best. So I'm just always giving everybody the benefit of the doubt, and that makes me feel better. Like, I would much rather gamble on somebody that's actually nice and just having a really bad day rather than assume people are just bad. But it's, you spend so much time on, feeling like you're running from an avalanche, that when you're free of the danger, it still kind of feels like you're trying to see where you need to jump to.
And that, I feel like that comes from the trauma that we've experienced, where we're expecting something bad. And that's all too real, I feel that in relationships, and I feel like I still have not gotten my mind around them, and that makes me fearful that I will be inevitably forever alone. But I'm enjoying being alone.
Mm-hmm. I spent a lot of time in either relationships that were stupid or bad or, whatever, or just being alone, and kind of decided that, I got bad brain and it's kind of my problem to work on, and maybe I'm not socially adequate yet. And then I met my boyfriend, and we've been together for just over 4 years now, and I just came from feeling very unlovable to feeling very happy and secure. So trust me, if I can do it, you can too. I met him at Best Buy. If you want to do that, I don't recommend working there. Maybe just hang out inside of one.
Well, thank you. You have taken some of my fears away.
You are charismatic and charming and very lovable. It's just sometimes the details aren't right, and that's not about you. It's just how life works sometimes.
It is. Love will find you when you're least looking for it. And it always has found me that way.
So I do disagree with that.
Okay.
So it's fine to look for it and find it. It's fine to not look for it and find it too. But it just happens.
It just happens. And the point is also to not obsess over it.
Yes. Yes.
Well, thank you for sharing your fears. That was very brave of you, which is not fear at all. And hopefully you've learned some of my fears, and I've been vulnerable with you, Melbo.
That was very brave of you. Thank you.
Of course. I thank you for exploring your fear. I think that you are a wonderful person. And however hard it might be to understand that when things are going well, to enjoy that, to keep working on it is the biggest part. And it seems like you have a really good hold on that. And that is defeating the fear.
Thank you.
Listen to those clinky clanks as you...
Clinky clanks are kind of hot, not gonna lie.
They are. They're looking good. And 4 isn't there right now. But listen to those clinky clanks as it takes you back out into your own perceived reality.
Melbo.
Mm.
Hey. You're back. You're awake.
Oof. What's up, Dat Rat? You want to do some blow?
I want to do some blow. I heard you cracking a beer over there. Let's come on. Let's just share it up. What's going on?
I don't even know where to get it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, we're gonna order. We're gonna order it from Silk Road. I got a sack coming.
Come on, here, spit in my mouth. I'm a goddamn rat.
Like a flour sack?
Yeah, a whole big giant bag. It's perforated. It's loose. It's getting all over the place.
Oh, that rules. Good for you for buying it in bulk. I can't believe Costco doesn't have any.
Yeah, Costco used to sell the good stuff, and then they started cutting back on the good stuff.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, takes half a beer, and I'm already looking for the nose cat. I'm looking to sniff it. I'm trying to sniff my way to the top.
I believe in you.
I believe in you too, Melbo, and we have to part ways for now. But that was a rad call. Thank you so much for being a member of this community and calling in.
Thank you. Rad call. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. Hail Satan, and let's do some blow. Come on. I'm trying to sniff it. Filipino, how you doing? It's good to see you. You booger. I got a booger sugar. I got booger sugar going. I love making cookies. I like to put the good stuff in the cookie. I like a little sugar in my cookie. I like a little sugar cookie. That's a Goya. Well, it looks like angry moneyworms are just sitting on my nose. Sugar, a little sugar. A little sugar. A little, gotta get a little. I'm sucking on a key. I sucked on a key. I sucked on it. I was trying to huff a key. Somebody gave me a key and I breathed out and it went all over the carpet in Louisiana. Moneyworms, he's gonna be alone. Look at him. Look at him. He puts his hand. He doesn't have any money. He's just gonna be a loser. He's sucking on keys. We're both sucking on a key. Somebody's calling.
Call from
Grub.
Grubs, how's it going?
You did right.
have you been?
Oh, I'm fine. I got my internet repaired.
You got your helmet repaired.
My helmet?
Why was it broken?
I don't know. I guess the power grid's finally failing. Just down the street, a transformer just exploded, and then it lit a building next to mine on fire.
One time my mom saw she saw one of those explode. She woke us all up, and she put us in the car because she thought aliens were coming.
You know, I don't know. Maybe she was just having a late night cig, and she just watched a scary show.
I got an old timey bike that I need fixing. Can you fix my bike?
Oh, I don't think so, but I have a screwdriver. And, you know, someone bought treadmill lubricant and then just left it here.
Oh, you gotta lube up. You gotta make sure your treadmill's all lubed.
Yeah, apparently you do.
Oh, well, Benny Bossy, how's it going? I'm a doctor.
I believe it. I heard you got your doctorate from MIT.
I went to online MIT school.
How long did it take you?
It took me a nice 15 weeks boot camp. MIT doctor boot camp. Doctor boot camp.
I don't think I trust any doctor that didn't go to a doctor boot camp. So I feel like I'm in good hands. I'm
a doctor, and tonight we're going to explore our subconscious together. You may or may not meet up with Moneyworms' subconscious, and you will go through together in emotion, wander down each other's mind holes, and talk about things that you want to talk about.
How strict are the bees?
The bees are very strict. They're the strictest bees I've ever seen. Is there a specific emotion that you feel tied to?
Then I think I have to go with happiness.
Happiness? What did you say?
Happiness. Oh,
happiness.
Is my phone clear?
Now it's nice and clear. Now it sounds like you're. It sounded like you were muffled a little bit.
Okay, I am holding my phone, I think, better now.
Wow, now it's so much better. I can go. This sounds amazing.
That's good. I'm glad the audio is better.
And now we can put the music up a little bit. Well, happiness. Let's talk about happiness together. I'm going to count down. Down from 5.
4.
Not yet. Hold on. I gotta think happy thoughts. Nope. Nice happy thoughts. But listen to the clinky clanks. And if you can't, you gotta listen to the clinky clanks. And if you don't listen to them, you could get stuck in your own mind hole.
I can't hear them anymore. I feel like I'm getting stuck.
All right, hold on. Let's get you
go.
in a mind hole. Come on. All right, 5, 3, 5, 2, 1.
Happiness, grubs. A happy feeling, a happy day, happy thoughts. Happiness is what the doctor ordered.
I'd say it is what the doctor ordered. Today I wanted to talk about happiness because I saw your story on Instagram.
Which one?
The story about free employee discount.
Yes. The time that I worked as a Sushi chef. Sometimes life gives you an extra lemon, Grubs.
And then you just get that much more lemonade.
You can.
I love that kind of stuff.
I love it too. Penis. Agreed.
Oh, there's a lot of penis.
Happiness is a state of mind, of oneness, and no separation. Agreed. Why are you so happy, Grubs?
No, I'm more angry, but I wanted to talk about happy things.
Ah, sometimes it is okay to be angry, but we want to talk about happiness. How would you like to talk about happiness? What makes you happy, Grubs?
You know, those little things, like when you get employee discounts just because you happen to be wearing a shirt that looks a little bit like an employee shirt. Those little things make me very happy.
I like to call it serendipitous clothing items.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever been in that situation? Have you ever been in a situation where someone mistakes you as a employee multiple times?
You know, yes. I don't know what chain it was at, but I haven't been there in a while because I moved out of that state. So I've gotten away from that. But yeah, people used to think, oh yeah, I used to have to wear a uniform for my high school.
His smells.
So
you wore a uniform in high school?
Mm-hmm.
And let me guess, you went to Target and someone mistook you for a Target employee.
Something like that. I'm not really sure what store it was. Might have been like Barnes and Noble. I don't really know. No idea. But those aren't the ones that make me happy. It's the ones where you get a little bit extra and you didn't really do anything. It's just a nice little benefit. Also, did you forget to use your bidet today? Or did you close it?
I never forget to use my bidet. Makes me so happy.
It just gives you that little bit extra whenever you need to go.
It does, and it makes me realize that it doesn't matter how many times I go during the day. I can have about a 1 in terms of butthole clarity.
Is 1 very clean or very dirty?
0 is perfectly. 0 is freshly showered, and I agree with you, Soy Almond Milk. It is. It's the little things in life that can make you happy.
Yeah, sometimes I'm in the mood for a tea, and I like English breakfast. And when I make it perfectly, and then I look out, I wake up really early, so when I look out the window and the clouds are just nice, that's just a great feeling.
I like that. What's in an English breakfast?
Oh, it's like the tea with sugar and cream. But I use soy milk.
And so it's not breakfast at all. It's a tea.
Yeah, no breakfast involved. I usually actually don't. Oh, I'll try holding my phone better. Oh, I like the little dance.
This makes me happy. I call this
That's great.
The English breakfast.
I'll try doing the English breakfast a few times on my own.
Grubs. How early do you awaken in the morning?
horribly early. I think today was like 6 a.m.
That is very
I don't
early.
like waking up this early.
I'm
Because
lucky to get up by 9.
I wish I could sleep in sometimes. My cat, she likes sleeping on my pillow, and she's really good at it. She just purrs on my head, but then sometimes she steps on me, and I wake up really quickly.
Wow. She spits on you?
Spits? No, she steps on me.
Oh, she steps on you. I was going to say, you have a very unique cat. My cat never spits on me.
Oh, no, my cat only drools if I give her a catnip.
My cat drools all over the floor when I give her treats.
What kind of treats do you give? Are they like the hard
Greenies.
ones or like the like gooey ones?
Well, she gets slop in the morning, but I give her
Ooh.
greenies to clean her teethies. So, and then you know what the vet tells me? Are you feeding her
What did your
greenies
vet tell
because her
you?
mouth, all her teeth are dirty? We gotta sedate her and clean her teeth.
Oh. You know, I don't know, maybe she just sleeps with her mouth open or something. You know, I heard that gives you yellow teeth.
Does it? That sounds fake.
Maybe. I don't know.
So you're supposed to sleep like this?
I actually no. I actually sleep on like my stomach so I can keep my mouth shut. I don't like drooling.
I've eaten nothing but pizza bites for the last 24 hours. And that makes me happy.
Oh, great. Were they like 200 degrees or did you let them cool down?
109. They never get to 200. I can't get them to 200. They're always at like 190 and climbing, and then it stops around 194.
That's probably best for everyone.
200-degree pizza bites. I've eaten nothing but pretzel sticks in the last 6 hours. Very nice. That sounds delicious. It sounds like you'll need a bidet for your pretzel sticks.
I'm glad you reconciled with Grandma a little bit today.
I patched things up with Grandma even though I was angry.
Yeah, you seemed furious with the dog stuff.
Grandma smells like old-timey toothpaste.
You know, I'm done talking about happiness.
Why?
I want to be angry.
We can
I'm
talk.
feeling pretty
Why?
angry.
Why do you want to be angry?
Everything. I keep getting told to go outside, and I don't want to go outside.
Who is telling you to go outside? Who's telling you to go outside? Who has the authority to tell you to go outside?
Oh, my school. They want me to go there, but I don't want to. And they've already set up all the classes to be online because they probably expected everyone to get sick. But now I have to go into the class to have my online lecture. And it makes me angry.
That doesn't make any sense. Why can't you just stay at home? Do you feel like you've gotten good grades while being at home?
Yeah, and it's also programming.
Oh, that would make me angry as well. You can program wherever. You can program the coffee to brew the next morning.
Yeah, that's so true. And I hate it. It makes me so angry. And then other people say it's good for my mental health, and it probably is, but I really don't want to go outside. Every time I go outside, someone coughs like right in front of me.
And people are disgusting. What about going outside early? You wake up very early. Beat all of the hustle and bustle of the later morning and go outside. What about that? Can you do that?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I don't want to be one of those people that's saying, go outside, go outside, go outside. Because you know what?
Oh, no.
A lot of people, my mom used to tell me that. She'd say, go outside.
No.
Stop playing video games. Your eyes, you're going to lose your eyes are going to fall out because you're playing Super Mario Brothers 3 too much.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why. Why is that parents' favorite things to say? Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh! I've never done that on stream. There's a first for everything, including going outside. Thanks for getting sleepy with us. Including going outside. And sometimes you could tell those people to just go kick rocks.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes there's just nothing outside. Although, apparently I have a job. I haven't gone to it.
And you don't have to.
I haven't gone to it for a long time.
Don't let anyone tell you what you can't. It's your life. Use it how you want to use it.
It was a pretty fun job.
Come on ahead, spit in my mouth. I'm a goddamn rat.
I was a studio manager, like an art studio.
Ah. Do you feel...
I guess I'd like,
do you miss being...
sculptures if I wanted.
Wait, say that again?
I guess I'd like make sculptures if I wanted.
Ooh. Sculptures, 3D prints, art.
But now I don't want to go there anymore.
And you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. Because you know what we're doing right now? We're talking about art. And all you need to do is find some internet friends to talk about art. And go outside when you want to go outside. Not when other people tell you to go outside.
I don't think I ever want to go outside again.
Ooh! And there will be a day when we
that.
can't go outside. And until that moment, enjoy it while you can.
Inside or outside?
Both.
Oh. Thanks, Frody Fro.
Frody Fro, thank you for the bits. I appreciate you. That makes me happy. Thank you. Grub Grubs, you strike me as a very happy person because you find the happiness in little things. Much like I like my bidet, you like getting up and having your English breakfast.
No,
and
I hate waking up early.
But you do it. And you like your English breakfast. And I hope that you bring this happiness into this upcoming week. Thank you for exploring your happiness and slight anger with me tonight in the happy hole.
Yeah, thanks for bringing me into the happy hole. Actually,
Everybody likes the
your
happy hole.
story made me
Everybody
pretty
likes
happy.
the happy hole. We like the happy hole. We really like the happy hole. Well, Grub Grubs, thank you. Listen to those clinky clankers as you're brought out of your own subconscious. Don't stay here too long or you'll fall into your own ass.
Oh no, it's getting closer. I can see it. The ink blots.
Right, thank you for the bits. I appreciate you. Right, too.
Oh, there they are.
How was it? How was your experience? Did you get to experience the milk of life?
Yes, I did. And those little clinky clankers are just like a chef's kiss. They make me feel powerful.
How's it going, babe? You're
when I
looking
clink and
jacked
clank.
tonight. You're looking nice and swole, Diamante. Look at those muscles. I hope that you found happiness, Grub Grubs. I'm going to try to huff some paint at 6 a.m. in the morning, and I will think of you.
Don't they have bitter in most of the paint now?
Yeah, it thins your
At
brain
the
out
studio,
real
they have it
nice.
in everything.
It gets you nice and thinned out in the brain, and you can focus on smart things like cocaine. Like
Oh.
cocaine from the coca tree.
Oh, yeah. The...
It's the same tree
Sure.
that chocolate's grown on. Well, Grubs, thank you so much for calling
Yeah,
in
thanks, Rat.
and choosing
Here's to going to the
happiness.
happy hole.
Ah, fork you, thank you. Thank you for the pitch, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining the happy hole, and I hope that your next week is filled with happiness and English
Yeah, me
breakfasts
too.
and staying inside.
Yeah, I love staying inside. See you
Enjoy
later,
it.
Rat.
Rad call. Sniff some paint.
Red call. Oh, yeah, you know.
I'm gonna huff it.
Call from.
Crippling depression.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Ah, crippling depression.
Hello?
Hi, how's it going? This is Dat Red. I'm a doctor.
Oh, thank God. How you doing, stinky farts?
I'm doing good. I'm smelling it. I'm sniffing it. I got a degree from MIT online.
Oh, really?
I did.
How much? How'd you manage that?
It was flexible hours. I usually send my crippling depression to voicemail too, but I answered it because you have to answer to your own emotions. Are there any emotions on the screen now that you identify with, that you can dive deep down into your mind hole and explore your subconscious?
Definitely sadness.
Sadness. I hope that you find everything that you're looking for in your sadness. But understand that sadness isn't forever. I will count down.
I sure hope so.
I hope so too. I'm going to count down from 5. And on the count of 1, you will fall deep inside your mind hole into your sadness so that you can explore it with Moneyworms.
I'm ready.
5, 5, 3, 2, 1.
I am your sadness. We will explore our sadness together. Why are you sad?
Well, Moneyworms, I'm just feeling really lonely, man. You know, I've been on my own for about 7 years now, and I haven't really learned how to adult. And my family is kind of estranged, kind of dysfunctional, and I don't have any friends. And I do have a job, fortunately, but I work from home, so I don't really socialize with anyone. And it's a dead-end job. I'm not really happy with it.
Do you feel that talking with people on the internet helps?
Yeah. Watching Twitch streams, talking to people. I mean, the only real friends I have are online, but it's a little different, you know?
It is a little bit different. I will say a lot of my friends now are online as well. And being on your own for 7 years, I would call that adulting very much. I'm not here to pat you on the back, but I am here to say that that's impressive and a win.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some accomplishments, but it seems like my life has been spiraling down, and I don't really know what to do about it, you know.
How long have you felt that your life has been spiraling? Has it been more recent? Have you felt it more recently?
Probably over the past like 4 or 5 years. I moved to this city for a job. That was a really, really good paying job. And I was working there for like 3 years, and then they let me go, and I haven't been able to make the same kind of money that I used to.
If it is one thing in this life that I've learned, it is that growth, opportunity, and your forward progression is not linear, and it's not expected to be linear. For me, it's been hard to accept that. Sometimes it feels like in life you are doing really, really good, and as soon as that ends, you feel like, oh, I must be doing bad right now. But that's not always the case. Growth is not always linear. Sometimes you feel you're growing and progressing in your job and your education and your professional life, and sometimes you feel you are not. But you're not always going to get the perfect thing right off the bat, too. You have to slowly gravitate towards that thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This job that you had, was it your dream job?
In a way, yes, but in a way, no. I was working at like a auto parts store, delivering parts to like auto shops before that, and I was making like less than 20K a year. So in a way, making 60K a year was a dream. You know, like it was, but I wasn't extremely passionate about what I was doing, and I didn't really feel any job fulfillment, but the money was obviously nice, right?
Yeah. And it's a balance of those, right? You want to maximize both, and that's truly what is the hardest part. And sometimes that's why I feel like a sad boy, because you want it to be perfect right off the bat. But is there anything that you're doing now that you feel like are small victories each day, or small victories at all, that you can kind of do in the meantime?
I don't know. I mean, I have a dog and I take care of him, but other than that, not really.
But
can't really think of anything.
Thank you for getting sleepy with us. Do you talk to who else on Twitch? Do you talk to, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what? Who else do you kind of?
I've talked to Toad. I've talked to Jimmy. And I've talked to you before. Actually, I called in and you sold me a carousel of cigarette packs.
Oh, the cigarette carousel. All good people, by the way. All good.
Yeah.
All good people to talk to. I think that talking to people on the internet is absolutely. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. You know, I feel you in your sadness sometimes. I do feel alone, and it's very recent, and it hasn't been 7 years for me, but it's feeling like a long time. But it's moments like this that I enjoy, just like moments with your dog. What's your dog's name?
His name is Barrett.
Barrett.
Yeah, Barrett. Barrett.
Very nice. Why Barrett?
I actually adopted him from a friend when he was like 8 or 9, because my friend was moving and he can keep him. So I was like, yeah, I want a dog, sure.
Nice. and you have this dog, and you provide for this dog. I don't
Yeah.
have a dog. Dogs are a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, a lot more than cats, but I'm allergic, so.
It happens.
I used to have a ball python as well,
Ooh.
but it was just kind of cumbersome to get a dead rat and then heat it up and then, you know, all that shit.
How do you heat up a dead rat?
With like a heat gun or blow dryer.
Okay. I was just gonna say you don't put it in the microwave.
No.
Okay.
If you put them in the microwave, they'll actually explode.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah.
Life can be fickle, just like sadness can.
Yeah. I guess the worst part is like I don't like wallowing in my own sadness.
I don't think
and
you
I know
are.
That,
I don't think you are, by the way.
Well, I mean, in a way, I don't know. You don't think I am?
No. Unless you think about it all the time and really wallow in it. But I would say right now, just this conversation is just you kind of being aware of your situation. And I mean, you want to fix it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, that's some people don't want to do that, and they let it get to them so much to where that's all they do is think about it.
Yeah. I mean, I am taking steps. I'm seeing a therapist. I'm
good.
Scheduled to see a psychiatrist and get medication and stuff like that. But
that's good.
Yeah.
These are all very adult things that I feel like you're dealing with in the correct way. You know, I'm not any kind of therapist tonight, but there is something therapeutic about talking to another person in a community like this. So I think that
Definitely.
It is a form of therapy. And I think that it's therapeutic for me, you know, talking to you and talking to all these people.
Yeah. And I appreciate everyone's kind words and in chat and your kind words.
Of course. The human experience, we experience sadness, we experience loneliness. Sometimes it's here for a while, sometimes it's fleeting, but it will come back again someday. So it's kind of learning how to deal with your sadness and realize sometimes that you are sad. I didn't realize for a while that I was, and I ignored people, and I thought that I did not need any kind of therapy because that was for chumps. But that is very, very untrue, and it is very helpful.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of that episode of South Park where Butters is like crying, and I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but he's like crying and he's sad, and I forget exactly what happened, but he said like, "Oh, I'm glad I can feel sadness because, you know, it means I can feel happiness too," or something along those lines.
Agreed. There is a time and place to say sometimes you have to experience the bad to experience the good, right? I think really what that means is we will always live with sadness, and things will not always be sad, but that it is a balance, and it is something that you have to keep in check. I don't like when people say, you know, you have to experience the bad to really, truly understand the good, because, like, fuck that. I want to experience the good all the time. But I think really what it should mean is you have to understand how to deal with the sad times, because they will always come back.
Yeah, true.
Well, I hope that you found some sort of resolution. And really, try to think of the small things and understand, again, that it is not growth is not linear, and sometimes you might feel that you're wasting time and that things aren't perfect or things were perfect 3 years ago or 2 years ago, but that you're taking steps now to understand that, and that the good times will come again, my friend.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Of course. Listen to the dings. Don't get stuck in this mind hole that we have created, this sadness. But it was good to talk to you about your sadness and mine in this journey together.
Likewise, Moneyworms. I really do appreciate that. And I appreciate all the clinky, clanking clacks.
The clinky clankers. Oh, I can hear it
Yeah.
now. I can hear that rat.
Depression is a fickle thing. Sometimes it's here to stay, but sometimes you can find that happiness in the light. Were you able to find some resolution?
I think so. I do
Even
feel a little
small.
better.
The
I
small
didn't really.
victories.
It's nice just to talk about it, you know.
It is, and you can talk anytime.
Well, thank you.
Of course. Thank you for calling in. I'm glad you were able to find your way out of that mind hole.
Me too. Me too.
Rat
And
call.
sorry about the rat thing.
It's okay.
By
It's
the
all
way.
right.
I wouldn't feed you to my snake
It's all
if
right.
I
You know
still
what?
had it.
Some of us deserve it, It's okay.
Perhaps. Well, thank you. I love the stream. I love you guys. Thank you, chat, for the kind words, and I hope everyone has a good night.
I hope you do too. It's been a rad call. Based caller agreed. Rad call. Thank you for calling in. Perhaps. I feel like I don't know. I feel like gravelly. I feel very gravelly in my voice tonight. Do I sound different to anybody? Do I sound like an old-timey shoe?
Call from
Brandon.
Hey, Brandon, how's it going?
Going pretty good, that right? I'm just chilling, watching your stream.
I'm glad you're watching. You're just chilling. What are you what's chilling?
It's just sitting on a bed and being next to my friend. She called you a bit earlier, actually, Sierra.
Nice. I'm glad that people are calling in. You're telling. Look at that word of mouth. Thank you, friend.
Yeah, thank you.
What kind of bed you got? Is it like a firm bed?
It's not my beditary bed, but like, is it a firm bed or soft bed? I don't even know. She said it's soft.
It's a soft. Yeah. Are you sitting on it? Can you feel if it's a soft? Like if you're Goldilocks, are you sleeping in that bed?
Yeah, it's pretty comfortable. Yeah.
All right. Okay. We're talking a lot about beds, but it's not so. Not everybody calls in sitting on a bed.
I don't know.
I'm a doctor.
And what did you major in again?
I studied the mind.
That's a really good degree.
It's a good. I've got a good brain degree. I've got a general a good old brain degree, and I put it up in a frame in my office.
Oh, that's really cool. Personally, if I had a brain degree, I'd like put it on my fridge.
I want to put it. That's a much better spot. I gotta put it on the fridge. tonight we're exploring our emotions. Is there any emotion that you see in front of you that speaks to you? Hey, where you can fall down into your own subconscious and explore your thoughts?
I have to say fear, honestly.
Fear. Fear is fickle. Fear is green. Fear can turn even the most strong-willed mind against itself in self-doubt. I hope you are ready to embark upon this fear journey.
Thank you, Rat.
Listen, it's
I'm
going to
preparing
be a
myself.
trip. It is. It's going to be a trip, but you know what? You're going to make it out, and you're going to get out of that mind hole. Be conscious of your subconscious, and make sure that you do not fall into your own ass.
I'll try.
All right, let's embark. Why don't you count down from 10?
All right, I'll count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1.
Fear! Fear is fickle. Fear is green. Fear can take the mind down a place where it doesn't want to go. And I like how you skipped the 4.
Oh yeah, I don't even know what that is, honestly.
I don't either. And we don't need to know, because we're already fearful enough as it is. With that being said, what are you afraid of?
Going back to school in about a week. College starts back up again.
Oof.
I started like last year.
Mm-hmm.
I started
during all of this.
about last year during the pandemic and where everything was indoors, and I struggled so hard with that. Just being inside my room all the time.
Yeah. Did you feel like you were? First of all, I cannot imagine going to school, being away from family members, etc., friends, in this crazy time. So I think that you will have a newfound strength at the other side of this.
Thank you.
What are you studying?
Computer science.
Very nice. A logical degree.
Yeah, it was just when I was going to school, I was in my room, but I was never around my family or friends because I was always just stuck in there. I felt almost trapped.
So, is it fear? What is the fear of going back? Should it not be slight excitement for this unknown school going?
I guess you're right about that, honestly. Like going actually to school would probably be better, but I'm just still back in my memories of just that year of just whatever that was.
Yeah, it's tough because that's all you really know. And I want to say, like, the collaborative school environment is really, really enriching. And yes, you did miss out on some of that, but you still have, from what it seems like, quite a little bit left.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Tim Shuts the Doors, thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate you.
I have mixed feelings about like going to school. I like learning computer science, but I don't like them forcing me to learn other seemingly random stuff.
Okay. This is a good time for me to talk about what I would have done had I had the knowledge now, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. I feel like in school, a lot of it is jumping through hoops. But I feel like you get the most out of it if you really have a solid grasp of the things that you like about your program and the things that you like learning about on your own, and then saying, like, how can I make this a lot of what I do? So you say you like computer science. Like, what's some of your favorite things that you like or can see yourself doing with that?
I really enjoy playing video games as like probably common as that is. I think it'd be really cool to like work in like game creation, but I know it's a really oversaturated market.
But here's the thing. Indie games have never been more plentiful, and I feel like that's a very enriching experience to work in. So while you may think it is saturated, I think you could take this time to start like looking into what it takes to, you know, do indie game development, or like keep that in mind when you're in these courses and be like, how can I apply that to game development, and not just I'm going to go to class every day and learn, you know, differential equations and stuff like that, but more so like, how can I go into class every day and think about how I'm either going to use this, or like use your free time to look into game development, you know? It's like, and you're going to suck at it at first, but like do that while you're learning, because that's what I didn't do. I just like, I never knew what I was going to do, and I wasted a lot of time. But I feel like you can always tailor whatever you're learning and just get excited about it. Whatever excites you about it, about like your classes or game development, just like lean into that and just make it like everything. Be the I'm going to be a game developer guy in all your classes, you know? And find other people like that. And
Thank
work
you.
with them.
That's actually very useful. Actually,
so
thank you.
When you say I'm fearful of going to class, you can be fearful of that, and you can be mad at all the shit that honestly, there's a lot of shit that you're going to learn that isn't going to be important. But what might be important is finding somebody who's like, oh, I share these same interests. How can we work together? I feel like that's when you get the most out of school. And that's really helpful to be in person for, or if you can make it work remotely, to do that, because collaboration in school is important.
Yeah, you're right. During my last year, I didn't have any of that kind of experience. I was just alone, isolated. Actually, going to a class would probably help.
Yeah. Going to class, finding a club. Like, people are like, oh, join a club, right? And really what they mean is you got to meet people that like have a similar idea to you, and then just, you know, drill each other on that. Because I feel like that's what school is all about. That's how that's how like Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak and, you know, like Walt Disney and stuff met each other and stuff. And, you know, look at them now.
Yeah, they're richer than anyone else could be.
Exactly. And maybe it is for the riches, but yeah, I think that you can't, it's tough. You know, it's tough to do anything alone. And it's easier said than done. And I might be blowing out my ass, but if I could do it all over again, I would definitely find other people that are like, oh, I want to make games, and then be like, let's make a game together, you know?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Don't be afraid. I am afraid. This is my biggest fear. My biggest fear is not being able to look back on time that I was like, this wasn't important, and this was important. Why wasn't I doing this as much as I could do it? And why did I spend so much time doing this? And it got me nowhere, right?
Yeah, I totally understand. I feel that sometimes.
And it's okay to fear that and to feel that, because it will happen. And things that you think are important now might not be important in a couple years, but it's a ride. You know how they say enjoy the ride? They really mean it. Enjoy the journey.
Yeah, that makes sense. Enjoy your experiences you have, because you're not going to get them again later.
As far as we know, hey, thank you for getting sleepy with us. As far as we know, we only get one shot. So find something you like to do and make that like the cornerstone of what you do every day, right?
Yeah.
Whew.
I'll take that advice to heart. Thank you, Worm.
I'm glad. And I am fearful too. I'm fearful of what I'm going to be doing in the next year. I have no idea, but I am slowly coming to terms with what makes me happy and what I want to do. And once you realize that, then it's going to be smooth sailing for you. But there will be uncertainty, and there was uncertainty for me. It's part of the process.
Yeah.
But enjoy the process.
I'll try.
I wish you luck in your upcoming year. Take every day as an opportunity to do something interesting and try to meet people that share your ideas, because group thought is important. Well, Brandon, it was good talking to you as Fear.
People.
It was really good talking to you too. Thank you.
Shane G, thank you. Listen to the Clinky Clankers. You are going to be brought back to Dat Rat at this moment. Do not fall into your own ass.
I'll try not to.
No, you didn't. Look at this. You're back, Brandon.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not in my ass right now.
You're not in your own ass. But here's the thing. It's not the worst part. You know, enjoy it. If it happens, enjoy it.
Enjoy falling in my ass?
Yeah. If it happens.
All right. I'll try to find the positives in that.
Try to find the positives. And I wish you luck on your upcoming school year, Brandon.
Thank you.
This has been a rad call. Thank you for calling in.
It's been a very rad call. Thank you, Dat Rat.
Don't be afraid.
Goodbye.
Come on.
I won't.
Rad call. I'm afraid of little tiny buttons. I'm afraid of little buttons. I'm afraid I'm going to suck on them and swallow them. Like the little buttons. There's like those little tiny buttons that they give you as an extra to your t-shirt. That's another button. I don't need that. I'm going to suck on them. I'm going to suck on it. I've got GERD. I got GERD. I got it. I sucked on a car key and I got GERD. Of course. Call in any time. I hope the bed is nice and comfortable. I got GERD. I have GERD. I think it's GERD. I got GERD. I gotta take some Comprazole. What the hell is that? I got a shelf of Tums. I gotta shove a Tums up there. All right, if you're sleeping. Got a sleeping going. GERD. I got GERD. The whole block knew about GERD. See, Gully, we're very vocal about our GERD. It's all right. I had a dog with GERD. We had to get one of those bowls. I need one of those bowls that, it makes you eat slower. Space Honey, Moneyworms has real bad IBS. It's not the same, but he does, and he loves his IBS. Love it. Be proud of it. Get a bidet. It's a very real thing.
Call from
Uncle Steve Areno.
To accept.
Uncle Steve Areno.
Yeah, Rat, what's up, man?
Not much. We're just talking about GERD.
What's GERD?
GERD is GERD. We'll all look up GERD after this. What do you see in the Rorschach behind me?
I see a pair of black lungs that were destroyed by smoking.
That's all too real for me. Are you a smoker?
I am not. Never was.
And that's what I love about you. Strong-willed. Not an addictive personality. Ability to say no to the scuzzball that wants to trade you a cigarette for your Blastoise.
I don't know about that, though. I think I have a bit of an addiction to other things, like Like soda.
Like what? Wait, what'd you say?
Soda.
Oh, soda. What kind of soda do you like?
I drink a bottle of Coke like almost every day, man. It's bad.
Yeah, lots of Coke. I like all kinds of Coke. I sucked down a Coke the other day. It's thick. It's viscous.
Yeah, and most importantly, it's fizzy.
Nice and fizzy. I like the bubbles.
People.
Ah, Liquid Sloth, thanks for the sub. I appreciate you. What's your favorite specialty Coke?
I like vanilla Coke. But sometimes it's a little bit too sweet.
Ah, I like a good Yeah, vanilla Coke's good. I remember when it first came out, I was sucking it down like candy.
Oh yeah. In the movie Pulp Fiction, I think in the scene where they're in that diner, what was it, Jack Rabbit Slim's?
Yeah,
John
Jack
Travolta and Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
I think John Travolta orders a vanilla Coke, but they didn't have vanilla Coke yet, like as a product that you could buy in cans or bottles or whatever. I think that restaurants would actually add vanilla to the Coke on their own, and I heard that that's superior, but I've never tried it that way.
Ah, I thought you were gonna get him for discontinuity.
No. You could totally do that, but I'm pretty sure that's the explanation.
I like. What do you think of? How much do I have to pay to drink a Pepsi?
I'll drink a Pepsi sometimes. It's similar to Coke, but it's different. It's its own thing, and I don't know. Some people are very polarized one way or the other, but every once in a while, I'm actually in a mood where I would like to drink a Pepsi or even like a fucking RC Cola or whatever.
RC Cola. I could drink a whole 6-pack. I could drink a couple tabs. You ever had a tab?
I haven't had a tab.
Hey, you're not missing out.
Is that like New York Seltzer or something? I don't see that stuff around much anymore.
I don't know. It just looks like it's what old people drink. I don't know. It's like Ovaltine.
Right,
like you can still
that.
buy Ovaltine, but nobody drinks Ovaltine. No one's fucking drinking Ovaltine.
I only ever heard Ovaltine referenced in that episode of Seinfeld. I've never seen it anywhere. Maybe it's not
Seinfeld.
a West Coast thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's like Nesquik's, the East Coasters, and West Coasters old. Well, I'm getting beside myself. I'm a doctor tonight.
You're a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
Dr.
I'm a brain.
Rat,
I'm a
man.
mind. I'm a mind doctor. A doctor of the mind, the brain.
The brain.
I've got a nice smooth brain.
I bet you do that, Rat. I bet you do.
It's all right. I've made it this far. Is there an emotion that you see on the screen that is captivating your brain?
I think I might be feeling a little bit of fear.
Ah, fear. Fear is fickle. Fear is green. Fear can take the mind to places that you at least expected.
It can indeed.
All right. I'm going to send you on a journey. And you may or may not meet up with Moneyworms. And you will talk about fear. And you will overcome your fear. Or you will let your fear consume your brain stems.
Ooh.
I'm going to count back down from 5. And when I get to 1...
All right.
You're going to huff some paint, and then you're going to find a car key to suck on, okay?
Okay, let me see if I can find... Okay,
Get a car key going. Get a car key. The car key takes the edge off the paint. All right. 5. 7. 2.
5. Fear. Fear is fickle. Fear is green. Fear can take the mind down alleyways and mug it. Uncle Steve Areno.
Moneyworms.
What do you have fear for?
My biggest fear is earthquakes.
Earthquakes. Do you live in a quake zone?
Dude, I live in California.
Oof. That is a quake zone.
It is.
Have you been?
I used to live in Japan.
Oh, also a quake. You can't get away from the quake.
No, I certainly cannot. Soy almond milk says, "Why not fires?" And that's a good point, and that's a secondary thing.
That's a secondary
from
fear.
earthquakes. So
these are physical things. This is the first.
Yeah,
I believe this is the first physical fear that we have encountered.
And yet, it is kind of a legit thing because, like, when I was in Japan, okay, there haven't really been very many earthquakes since I've been to California. So I guess I've been lucky for quite a few years on that count. But in Japan, we would have one about once every month, once every other month, and it was an on and off thing because sometimes I'd be like, okay, this is normal. I'm just gonna ride it out, whatever. And sometimes it would just make my stomach turn, man. I don't know what it was that caused me to get extra anxiety one time and not the next.
And there's nothing you can do about it, you know?
That's right. It's force majeure.
Have you ever been through a really bad one?
Yeah, I was there in 2011 for the one that was off the coast that ended up being magnitude 9.
Oh,
that
that's
giant
right.
tsunami that took out a bunch of towns and killed a bunch of people.
Yeah, I remember seeing footage of that. That was chaotic, to say the least. Were you in a major city?
It was a rough time, and oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, it was a rough time during that particular earthquake. Like, that was the most intense one that I ever experienced. It was heavy, but I was a little bit unfazed by it. I was working in the university and I was taking care of some business with our secretary or something, and she was just freaking out like crazy. Like, she was really, yeah, she was like just shouting and going nuts, and I was kind of keeping my cool and like, okay, this is huge, this is a big deal, but you know, all I can do is hang out here and just kind of try to keep my footing, just stand here until the thing's over, and then I guess we're going outside or whatever. So yeah, it didn't really sink into me how big of a thing it was. But after the fact, every once in a while, I will somehow revisit that experience in that moment, and I do get a little bit triggered by it. You know, there's a little bit of PTSD involved with that. It's a real thing.
Absolutely. I've never experienced one, but I don't think I would do well, because I don't do well in situations where I'm not in full control. That's why I don't like airplanes. I don't like tornadoes. I feel like my big weather fear is tornadoes, because they just happen so quickly and you have no control other than like going in a basement if you have one. But you can get caught out and they just happen. Much like an earthquake, it just kind of happens and you can't do anything about it. And I feel like I hate those situations. I hate a situation where I cannot say, well, what can I do right now? You know, you can't really do anything about it.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, tornadoes would be just as bad, and if you live out in that part of the country, that's a real thing to be worried about. You never know when and where it's gonna hit.
It's an ominous fear, but you can't live your life in fear.
I think you're right about that. I think you have to, do what you can to be ready, but otherwise, you just got to move on and accept as much as you can.
And that's true, and we can't feel bad about that. You sometimes you just have to accept the fact that we are helpless sometimes. But right now, you can look down at your feet, and you are standing.
I am, yeah. Well, I'm sitting right now, actually.
No, you're sitting. All right, all right. What are you sitting on?
But my chair is planted on the ground. I have this IKEA chair, and it doesn't really have feet. It's actually like this curved slab of wood on either side that kind of loops around on itself, this infinite loop kind of thing, and it's a little bit flexy, so you can lean back in it. It's very comfortable, and it's only like $50 for a new one, so that's pretty good.
Thank you. That's what I love about you. What, is it comfortable?
It is, yeah, I like it pretty well. And I didn't even pay for it because I used to share a house with people. And it was in the house when I got there, and nobody else wanted it when we all disbanded and left. So we had 2 of them, and I took them both.
Very nice. A nice free IKEA seat.
And it's very firmly planted on the floor, so.
A nice, firmly planted IKEA seat. There's nothing better than that.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. So there's another one of our little emotions. There's a little slice of happiness.
Exactly.
With the IKEA chair.
You have to find your slices of happiness. And without, I don't want to prod or bring about bad memories, so stop me if I'm going too far. But when this happened, and you said that you tried to do the best with this woman who was not taking it as well, do you feel like you are a person to calm others?
Not in general. I think I would make an effort to, if I found myself in a position where I could do that. That time, I don't think I was doing anything special. I think my line that I kept repeating at that moment was, so in Japanese, they have a system of measuring the intensity, which is the actual ground shaking at any given place. They call it shindo. And that's a little bit more useful than magnitude, because if a magnitude, whatever number earthquake, if it's further away from you, then it's actually not as intense, right? But intensity is like how much shaking at your actual location it is.
Okay.
And they had just put in these new early warning alarms in the university building that actually went off like as the light shaking had started, and it said, okay, earthquake is coming, and this is Shindo 4. And so I just kept saying, no way in hell this is a Shindo 4, man. This has got to be like a 6. This is not a Shindo 4. So that was my thing that I kept repeating, and the secretary lady, she was just like, oh, come on, I want this to stop. Come on, what the hell? And so that was what was going on. Yeah, I didn't really do much to
yeah, but
calm
here's
her
the
down
thing.
on that because, well, I wasn't as...
You were prepared for understanding, like how, like relative to, you said it's called a shudo?
Oh, Shindo, yeah.
Shindo, okay. Like you knew that system, and that kept your mind at ease a little bit, and it made you as prepared as you could be for that moment.
Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay.
Disaster preparedness. They say that the people who read about disasters, common disasters, and know about them will do better than people that don't. So really the only thing that we can do is be as prepared as possible, you know, and that's like the best way to put your mind at ease.
Yep. Yep, just kind of have a plan of what you're going to do if or when it happens, and be ready for that, but otherwise keep doing what you're doing.
Have a plan. Have as best a plan as you can have.
Well, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I am afraid of tornadoes. I grew up in a place that had them a lot, and as much of a plan as I have, it is psychological. I feel like I cannot ever not be afraid of them, you know?
Yep, that's right. Did you ever watch the movie Twister with Helen Hunt and what was it, Bill Paxton?
I have not seen the movie, but I have been on the critically acclaimed, award-winning ride in, I think it's Universal Studios or Disney World, one of those. And I hate that ride.
That's got to be just as terrifying.
It is. I don't know why they would ever make
I
a
bet
ride.
you do, man.
It sucks. You sit there and it sucks the whole time. I went on it once and I did not have fun on it, and I don't think it's a ride. I don't know why it's a ride.
Did you write anybody a letter after that and let them know how you felt?
I should have, because they would have gotten this letter from a very disgruntled 8-year-old.
Oh shit, man! When you're 8 years old, that's terrifying.
I should have just started off with,
Hey,
Was it?
fuck you.
I hate your ride. I want free ice cream. I want free Coke.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Was it your idea to go on that ride, or did somebody bring you in because you were being brought along? You just kind of had to go with it.
I believe that someone in my family wanted to go on it, and I probably wanted to go on something else, but they insisted. And the wait for it is always small because no one wants to ride fucking Twister because it sucks.
Yeah, it's no Back to the Future, that's for sure.
You get what you wait for in this life at amusement parks.
People.
Mail order. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Well, Uncle Steverino, I am glad that we both confronted some of our fears today. I hope that you stay safe out there and you stay knowledgeable about earthquakes.
Fucking A, Moneyworms. Fucking A.
Fucking A. You will hear the clinky clanks as you return out of your mind hole to that rat. Don't get lost in your own ass.
Uncle Steverino.
I'll try not to.
You didn't get lost
Hey,
in your
that
own
rat.
ass? Look at that.
What was that?
Oh, holy shit, Rolodextra. Oh my God, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the gifted subs to this community. I hope that this stream has bought you some
You're
solace.
keeping the lights on.
Yeah, keeping the lights on. We're getting Sharpies, baby. It's a celebration. I'm a doctor.
Shout out to Rolodextra.
Yeah, shout out. And shout out to you, Uncle Steverino. Stay safe out there. And I really appreciate your story from
Fucking A, that rat.
Fucking A.
Well,
Red call.
fucking A, guys.
Hail Satan. Thank you again, Rolodextra. I appreciate you. Thank you for being an awesome person. I appreciate all of you. Tonight has been a whirlwind of emotions, as there is happiness, sadness, fear, and anger in all of us. Some calls have been a little heavier, and we knew this going into it, but we're trying to test the limits of our own minds and our own mind holes. We're stretching our mind holes. We are gauging our mind holes into as long as they will go.
Call from
Fork, bro.
Hey, how's it going? It's Fork.
Hey, what's up, Moneyworms?
Yeah, hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Uncle Steverino, thank you so much for the gifted subs. The 4! You made it. Wow, it exists. I appreciate you,
Yeah,
Uncle
just-
Steverino. You drink
Just making
a
sure
bunch
you're
of
holding
Cokes
those
on us today.
holding those hands, man.
Holding those hands. We're holding them. We're pumping it. We're pumping Sharpie.
That's right.
Mom, take me to Fork, you and I are going to Hot Topic. My mom's going to sign for us because we're not 16. We're going to gauge our mind holes. We're going to gauge them.
You know, you mentioned last week the Sublime shirt from Hot Topic.
Yeah, the Sublime shirt and the UV mushrooms that you put the black light on.
Were you ragging on it, or were you kind of like promoting it?
Yeah, I like that shirt. Something tells me you might have owned that shirt. For the 40 ounces to freedom shirt.
Something tells me we all own that shirt.
And we did. Canon, it's canon. Fork owns the 40 ounces to freedom shirt from Hot Topic.
We all own that shirt. Don't try to call me out on that singly.
We are all collectively the 40 ounce to freedom Sublime shirt from Hot Topic.
Come on, chat. I know we all own that shirt.
We all own that
Don't
shirt.
lie. Don't lie. Don't lie.
Moneyworms is coming out with merch soon. It's just going to be the 40 ounces to freedom, son. He's pulling a fast one on you.
Oh, for sure. Because Fork's coming out with some NFTs, and they're going to be fucking awesome.
I heard you're shooting to the moon. And you better buy us a bunch of Sharpies when you're rich and famous and you're going to space with Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, I'm not trying to promote my shit. Like, that's not the point. It's that I'd love to work with Moneyworms, and I think some of my photography would be amazing for that rat to have his little input or say on.
Let's get Moneyworms to get a bunch of NFTs and let's get him a bunch and then he'll sell them.
Yeah, I mean, like, our website's going to have its own marketplace. Like I said, I'm not here to shill my website, so I'm not going to tell it.
Yeah, Space Honey, thank you for joining us. And little guys, how you doing? A little coke, a little huff and paint. Fork you, we're not here to shill. We're here to dive inside our mind holes.
Exactly. We're not here to shill. We're here to thrill.
We're here to thrill. We're here to thrill it. I'm just here to thrill it. We're here to huff some paint. What kind of emotions are you feeling tonight? Before you will see 4 emotions spiraling into the all-seeing eye.
Let's say a mix of excitement and anxiety at the same time.
A little bit of fear, a little bit of happiness. Can you zero in on both of those?
Yes. With my medications, yes. Absolutely.
I gotcha. Which one are you feeling a little bit more? Because I can't do it. As if we try this, you will fall into your own ass if you try to do 2 of them.
Probably the alprazolam. Probably the one I'd probably be feeling most.
All right. So is that happiness?
For some people it can be.
I'm a doctor. Johnny Zoom, thanks for getting sleepy with us. How about let's go happiness?
I also take clonazepam, which is a little longer acting.
All right. Let's go happiness. That sounds like a plan. Now, Fork.
Yeah.
We are going to fall into a mind hole with Moneyworms. And you will see, all laid out before you, all the happiness that surrounds you.
Perfect.
And you will be able to discuss with Moneyworms the happiness that you are feeling.
Perfect.
I'm going to count down from 10. And when I hit 1, you will be united with Moneyworms' mind hole, and you will synergistically link subconsciouses. Talk with Tori. How you doing? We're getting sleepy. All right. Fork, are you ready? Count it down. Count it down
Yeah.
from 10.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Glory hole.
Happiness. The root of our happiness can take many forms, Fork. Yours seems to be at times a euphoria felt from the crypto world and cryptocurrencies.
A little bit.
Why are you happy tonight of all nights?
Making business connections.
Business connections. Connections of business. What kind of business
Correct.
connections are you making, Fork?
Both investors and artists, and I mean, you name it.
Investors. Now, this happiness you're feeling from these connections, do you feel they are also happy to be making connections with you?
I do, and that's what's that's actually what's so exciting about it.
I feel the power of Dandy right now. I've never duplicated myself. I can see it makes me happy to do this, Fork.
I love Dandy. Wait, is Dandy doesn't here?
Not at the moment. In spirit. Now, Fork.
Yes.
What are you going to do with these connections now? These newfound connections?
Some of them are newfound and some of them are old found. The newfound, I'm going to do what I can.